Yo, what's up everybody? It's TechTube back again with another video. And today, we're diving deep into the world of Microsoft Excel. Now I know what you're thinking, spreadsheets? Really? But trust me on this one, because we're about to unlock some next-level productivity hacks. We're talking about 10 Excel tricks, straight-up sorcery, that'll have you saving time, working smarter, and impressing your boss all at the same time. Whether you're a complete beginner or you've been using Excel for years, I guarantee you'll learn something new in this video. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get right into it. Alright, first up is Flash Fill, and this one's a real time saver. Imagine you've got a column full of names, but they're all jumbled together, first name, last name, no consistency. With Flash Fill, you can instantly separate those names into different columns without breaking a sweat. Just start typing the way you want the data to appear in the adjacent cell, and Excel will be like, hold up, I got this. Seriously, it's like it can read your mind. It'll recognize the pattern and autofill the rest of the column for you. No more tedious copying and pasting or manual entry. Flash Fill is your new best friend. Now you can use this for all sorts of things, not just names. Splitting dates, extracting email addresses from text, you name it. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be using Flash Fill for everything. It's seriously that good. And the best part is, it's super easy to use. Just go to the Data tab, click on Flash Fill, and boom, you're done. It's like magic, but real. And it's built right into Excel. Trust me, this one feature alone will revolutionize the way you work with data. So go ahead, give it a try, and let me know in the comments how much time you save. Next up, we've got the Quick Analysis tool. And this one's all about making your data look good, without the hassle. Say goodbye to manually creating charts and tables because Quick Analysis is here to streamline the entire process. Select the data you want to visualize and you'll see a little lightning bolt icon pop up in the bottom right corner. Click on that, and it's like opening up a whole world of data visualization possibilities. You can instantly create charts, sparklines, totals, tables, and more, all with just a few clicks. No need to navigate through different menus or remember complicated formulas. Want to see your sales trends over time? Boom chart. Need to quickly calculate totals for different regions? Done table. Quick Analysis makes it incredibly easy to get insights from your data without wasting any time. And the best part is, it gives you a live preview of what your chart or table will look like before you even commit to it, so you can experiment with different options and find the perfect visualization for your needs. Now let's talk about pivot tables, the ultimate tool for data analysis in Excel. If you're dealing with large datasets and you need to summarize and analyze information quickly, pivot tables are your new best friend. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a massive spreadsheet with thousands of rows of data. It's overwhelming, right? Pivot tables let you slice and dice that data in ways you never thought possible. You can group data by different categories, filter out irrelevant information, and perform calculations on the fly. Want to see your sales by region, product, and month? No problem. Pivot tables can handle it all. You can even create interactive dashboards that update in real time as you change the data. Now, I know pivot tables might seem a bit intimidating at first, but trust me, once you get the hang of them, you'll be amazed by their power and flexibility. And to get you started, we've got a whole dedicated video on pivot tables linked up in the description below. Chapter 4. Next up, we have conditional formatting, a feature that can instantly make your spreadsheets more visually appealing and easier to understand. It's like having a personal assistant highlight the most important data for you. With conditional formatting, you can automatically apply different formatting options to cells based on their values or conditions. Want to highlight all cells with values over a certain threshold? Easy. How about highlighting duplicate entries or cells containing specific text? Done and done. You can even create custom rules with multiple conditions and apply different color scales, icon sets, and data bars to your cells. It's like giving your spreadsheets a complete makeover without any manual formatting. Conditional formatting is incredibly powerful for identifying trends, spotting outliers, and making your data jump off the screen. Chapter 5. Alright, let's talk about VLOOKUP, a function that's essential for anyone working with large datasets. VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup, and it's like having a data detective at your fingertips. Imagine you have two separate spreadsheets with related data, maybe one with customer information, and another with their order history. VLOOKUP allows you to pull specific data from one table into another based on a common identifier. For example, you could use VLOOKUP to automatically pull in a customer's order history from a separate spreadsheet just by referencing their customer ID. No more manually copying and pasting data between spreadsheets. VLOOKUP does the heavy lifting for you. Now, I know the syntax might seem a bit intimidating at first, but once you understand the basic structure, you'll be using VLOOKUP like a pro in no time. And to make things even easier, we've got a dedicated video on VLOOKUP linked up in the cards and description below. Chapter 6. Alright, let's face it, nobody wants to waste time clicking through endless menus and options. That's where keyboard shortcuts come in. These are your secret weapons for navigating Excel like a pro and getting things done in a flash. Seriously, once you master these shortcuts, you'll be flying through your spreadsheets like you're Neo in the Matrix. Some of my favorites include CTRL plus arrow keys to jump to the edge of your data, CTRL plus Shift plus arrow keys to select entire rows or columns, and CTRL plus 1 to instantly open the Format Cells dialog box. And of course, no Excel shortcut list would be complete without CTRL plus C for copy and CTRL plus V for paste. But these are just a few to get you started. There are literally hundreds of keyboard shortcuts available in Excel, so I encourage you to explore and find the ones that work best for you. Chapter 7. Data Validation, Keeping Your Data Clean. Data validation is one of those features that often gets overlooked, but it's crucial for maintaining data integrity and making sure your spreadsheets are accurate and reliable. Think of data validation as setting rules for what kind of data can be entered into a cell. For example, you can restrict entries to a specific range of numbers, dates, or even create a drop-down list of valid options. This is super helpful for preventing errors and inconsistencies in your data, especially if you're sharing your spreadsheets with others. No more worrying about typos, invalid entries, or inconsistent formatting. Data validation is like having a built-in quality control system for your spreadsheets, ensuring that everyone's on the same page and working with accurate information. Chapter 8. Freeze panes, never lose sight of your headers. Alright, let's talk about a feature that's incredibly useful for navigating large spreadsheets: freeze panes. Imagine you've got a massive spreadsheet with hundreds of rows and columns. As you scroll down, it's easy to lose track of your headers, making it difficult to understand what you're looking at. Freeze panes solves this problem by allowing you to lock specific rows or columns in place, so they stay visible even as you scroll through the rest of the spreadsheet. To use freeze panes, simply select the row below the row you want to freeze, or the column to the right of the column you want to freeze, and then go to the View tab and click on Freeze Panes. You can choose to freeze just the top row, the first column, or a combination of both. This is super helpful for keeping track of your data and making sure you always know what you're looking at, even in the most massive spreadsheets. Chapter 9. Text to Columns, Taming Your Data. Text to columns is one of those features that seems pretty simple at first glance, but it can be incredibly powerful for cleaning up and organizing your data. Imagine you've got a column of data where each cell contains multiple pieces of information separated by commas, spaces, or some other delimiter. Text to columns allows you to split that data into separate columns, making it much easier to work with. For example, you could use text to columns to separate a column of full names into separate columns for first name, last name, and middle initial. Or you could use it to split a column of addresses into separate columns for street address, city, state, and zip code. Text to columns is like having a data cleaning ninja at your disposal, allowing you to quickly and easily transform messy data into a structured and organized format. Chapter 10. Macros automating the tedious stuff. Finally, let's talk about macros, the ultimate tool for automating repetitive tasks in Excel. If you find yourself doing the same thing over and over again, like formatting data, creating reports, or sending emails, macros can save you a ton of time and effort. A macro is basically a recording of a series of actions that you can then play back with a single click. So instead of manually performing the same steps over and over again, you can simply record a macro once and then run it whenever you need to. To create a macro, go to the Developer tab, which you might need to enable in the Excel options, and click on Record Macro. From there, simply perform the actions you want to record, and then click Stop Recording when you're finished. Once you've recorded a macro, you can assign it to a button, a keyboard shortcut, or even set it to run automatically when you open the workbook. Outro Excel Power User unlocked. So there you have it, folks. 10 Excel tricks that will undoubtedly level up your spreadsheet game. We've covered everything from automating tedious tasks to uncovering hidden insights in your data. Remember, these tricks are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the power of Excel. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let's spread the Excel love. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future tech tips, tricks, and reviews. Until next time, keep those spreadsheets clean and I'll catch you in the next video.